व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. 139. क्षुत्पिपासे शोकमोहौ जरा मृत्यु इति दृशैः त्रिभिर्युग्मैर्विशिष्टानां मध्ये सौकतमो वद. Kahola is asking Yajnavalkya, which of these three can be Sarvantara Atma? Who is that? Atma, one who is subjected to Kshut Pipasa, hunger and thirst, or one who is afflicted by Shoka, Moha, otherwise one who has got birth and death, Jara, Mrityu. Among these three, which is your Atma, who is Sarvantaraha? That is Kahola's question to Yajnavalkya. Now, Kahola has got a point to bring out. None of these three can be Atma. Atma cannot be endowed with Kshut Pipasa, hunger and thirst, Shoka, Moha, or Jara, Mrityu, birth and death. If any one of these is taken as Atma, that Atma is not Samsari, Samsari cannot be Atma. And if anyone other than this, if you say as Atma, no one will accept. Means people don't know anyone other than these three as Atma. So therefore, what Atma you are talking of? So that is now he is clarifying. यद्यन्यतम एतेषां तस्य न ब्रह्मता तदा एतेष्वनन्तर्भूतस्तु न कोऽप्यात्मा जनैर्मतः. यदि add Atma, yadi Atma etesham anyatamaha, etesham anyatamaha tada tasya brahmata na add syat, tada tasya brahmata na syat. Eteshu anantarbhutaha. Mark it, it is not antarbhutaha, it is anantarbhutaha. Anantarbhuta means na antarbhutaha, anantarbhutaha. Eteshu anantarbhutaha tu kaha api atma add iti janaihi na mataha. Janaihi na mataha. So Kahola's contention is like this. Yadi in case Atma is Atma, etesham anyatamaha. If Atma is one of these three, what are those three? One who has got hunger and thirst, one who has got shok, that is what, sorrow and delusion, moha, or one who is subject to birth and death. Because you say, see, I am hungry, I am thirsty, I am sorrowful, I am deluded, so I am born. Then I will die, okay? I will die. I am dead, you can't say, okay? I will die. So all this is that I, Atma is subject to all these things. So therefore, say, iti drisha, that is what? Say, anyatamaha, one of these, etesham anyatamaha, if you say so, then do you know what will happen? Tada, then tasya brahmata nasya. That Atma endowed with either hunger and thirst, shoka moha, and birth, death, jara is old age, okay, not mrityu is marana, jara is old age. So janma also is upalakshana for that. How for jara, janma is upalakshana? What is jara? Old age. That old age includes not only janma, all shadvikaras. How do you say? Unless the body is born, where is the question of being old? So therefore all these are included there. So this one who is endowed is that. So tasya brahmata nasya, it can't be Brahma. Why do you say so? Shruti Upanishads are very clear that Atma is free from all the gunadharma of samsara. Kshut, pipas, hunger, thirst, etc. are the gunadharma of samsara. Atma cannot be so. Then let Atma be free from these, for which Kahola contends like this. Eteshu anantarbhutaha. Atma not included in this. Antarbhuta is included. Na antarbhuta is anantarbhuta not included. Atma not included in these three, means no, not the one among these three. So one who is endowed with kshut pipasa, shoka moha, and jara mrityu. So one who is not included in this means without these, this kaha api atma, such any atma, janaihi namataha. There two is there. Eteshu anantarbhutaha tu. Tu to show whereas. So whereas, or it can be taken as yadi. In case, if you say any of the one who is not included in this means free from hunger, thirst, etc. Such atma janaihi namataha. People don't know, or people don't accept such thing as atma. Because whenever you say I, hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu are bound to be there. So free from this, no one accepts that atma. Means such a thing, one who is free from hunger, thirst, etc. cannot be atma. Why it cannot be atma? Because, see, argument given. Why it cannot be atma? People don't take such a one as atma. Intelligent argument. No? Idiots can say anything and you accept it because they say that is possible in majority counts. So idiots will bring someone else with majority and then the country goes to dogs anyway. So that is fine. But here it is not possible. That is what his contention is wrong. Only because common folks don't know or don't accept any principle free from hunger, thirst, etc. as Atma doesn't mean such a Atma doesn't exist, for which now Yajnavalkya is answering. And his answer is in the phrase, Upanishad phrase, Yo yaha ashanaya pipase shoka mohau jaram mrityum atteti. One who atteti transcends or transgresses, crosses over, or one who is free from what? Ashanaya pipasa, hunger and thirst. Shok, free from shoka and moha. Again free from jara and mrityu, free from all changes. That is what Atma, that is who Yajnavalkya is replying. So what is the actual purport, tatparya of this reply? See, Kahola has accepted one thing. What is accepted? Atma cannot be endowed with kshut, pipasa, etc. Yes, that is true. But he says, Atma free from hunger, thirst, etc. is not accepted, is not known. That is wrong. So it is not free from this, is not accepted to Atma. That is not acceptable to Yajnavalkya. It is wrong. Why? This is not a matter or subject that can be known by ordinary folks. This is something which only a jnani can know, and they can't be, ignorant people cannot refute what that has been discovered by the jnanis. So therefore, so he says, Vidvajjananubhutyaisha kshuddhaderavabhasakaha. प्रसिद्ध इत्यभिप्रेत्य ब्रह्मत्वेन तमुक्तवान्। विद्वज्जनानुभूत्या एषः क्षुधादेः अवभासकः प्रसिद्धः इति अभिप्रेत्य तं ब्रह्मत्वेन एड याज्ञवल्क्यः उक्तवान् विद्वज्जनानुभूत्या एषः। See, you are telling janaihi na matah. No one considers any principle free from hunger and thirst as Atma. That is what contention of Kahola. He said, look, this is what the Jnanis have discovered. What is that? Vidvat jananubhutya. Anubhutya, because on account of Anubhava, Atma Anubhava, Brahma Anubhava. Of who? Vidwan. Vidwan here is not scholar, Jnani. Based on Atmanubhava, Brahmanubhava of Jnani, Vidvanubhutya. Eshaha means this Atma is what? Kshudadehe avabhasakaha. He is the one who illumines means what? Makes you aware of Kshud Adi, hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu, not actual mrityu. Anyone knows? One may know I am dying. Actually dead he may not know. But others you can know. So therefore he says, Avabhasaka illuminator means one who makes you aware of, one who makes you know the hunger, thirst, etc. As the one who makes you know or illumines hunger, thirst, etc. So based on the anubhava of Vidwan Jnani, Atma is what? Prasiddha, is well known. Iti abhipretya. Consider it so what does Yajnavalkya do? Tam, that Atma. Tam here is not Kahola. Atmanam. Brahmatvena Yajnavalkyaha uktavan. So that Atma which is free from hunger, thirst, etc. itself is Brahma. So who told? Yajnavalkya told to Kahola. Because as Atma at individual level was already described in the earlier Brahmana, Ushasta Brahmana. Kahola's contention was that Atma is not totally described. Why? That same Atma has to be pointed out as Brahma. For that purpose he has asked the question. So the same thing is now told. Earlier Yajnavalkya didn't refer Atma as Brahma because he found Ushasta is not eligible for this knowledge. Even at that time, because he is not eligible for Atma Anubhava, he just based on the inference, yukti, he has given the answer because he has to answer it. So but here now Kahola specifically asked and therefore he has to answer and say that Atma. What Atma? Atma free from hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu. Even though common people may not know it, so Jnanis know it as the one which makes you aware of hunger and thirst. Avabhasakaha, the illuminator of. Iti, and tam, that Atma free from hunger, thirst, etc. Brahmatvena, as very the principle of Brahma, uktavan. So that is what Yajnavalkya pointed out or replied. So how do you say, according to Vidwan Jnani, he is free from, based on Anubhuti told, he is free from Kshut Adi, etc. is further explained. Atteti yoshanayadin vicharena nirupane. Kshudhadisakshi tasyasya brahmatvam kena varyate. Vicharena nirupane yaha kshudhadi Sakshi, Kshuddhadi Sakshi, Ashanateti, Ashanayadin Atteti, Tasya Asya, Tasyasya, Tasya Asya, Brahmatvam, Kena Varyate, Tasya Asya, Brahmatvam, Kena Varyate. Vicharena Nirupane. Though Mudhajana means Avivekinaha or Ajnaninaha, Ajnani, ignorant person, don't know Atma as free from hunger, thirst, etc. Even then, Vicharena Nirupane, by proper inquiry, when you try to unfold Atma or discover Atma, and or when Atma is described, the one who is like this, Yaha, the one, Kshuddhadi Sakshi. Sakshi, the illuminator, and we are told as what? Avabhasakaha. So the one who makes you aware of hunger and thirst, etc. Hunger, Kshuddhadi is what? Hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu, upalakshana for all experiences or characteristic features of samsara. So that is how Kshuddhadi Sakshi, Ashanayadin Atteti. The one who makes you aware of hunger and thirst, etc. is what? Atteti, transcends, is free from what? Ashanaya Adi. Ashanaya, hunger, pipasa, thirst, shoka, and Adi for shoka, moha, and jara, mrityu. So atteti, transcends. So look, how do you know hunger, thirst, etc.? Suppose you have not eaten for one day. Okay, Tuesday, Shivratri is coming, okay. This time you decided that Pakka Shivratri Upavasa, not Upahasa, okay. So I will do Upavasa and not, you know what Upahasa means? Okay, so therefore not mockery of Upavasa, okay, you said. So Upavasa, and you did it. At the most, one banana and little milk that you have taken, okay. Next day morning, are you hungry or not? Okay. Means your stomach is in a condition of hunger. Only because hunger is there in the stomach, are you aware of it? Do you know it? Think. Actually, one day you have not eaten. Hunger is bound to, you don't have any disease, okay? That was you may not have hunger, some problem with the stomach may be there, and you may not have eaten, still you may not be having the hunger. No, your health is very good, and so one day you are not eaten, hunger is there. Only because hunger is there, do you mean to say you know it, you are aware of it, you are experiencing it? What is necessary? Huh? You should have necessarily in your mind a vritti, a antakarana vritti corresponding to the condition of hunger in your stomach. Hunger is there, and according to that, the vritti must be there. For example, you had not eaten, okay, for one full day, and you kept awake for till 6 a.m. tomorrow, that next day morning, Shivratri, no? Okay, Shivratri. And afterwards, you were so tired and sleepy, straight away samadhi. You slept, though hungry, 10 o'clock you woke up. Now tell me, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, hunger was there or not? But you had no experience of that. Why? Because you slept, antakarana was dormant, no hunger akara vritti took place in spite of the condition of the stomach, you had no experience of that. Means mere presence of hunger by itself cannot give you the experience unless the vritti is there. You know that Newton's case? Sir Isaac Newton, somebody wanted to meet Isaac Newton. So he took appointment to meet him in the laboratory only. This fellow was busy in the laboratory, and instructions to the watchman was there, nobody should be allowed inside. Of course, when the guest came, he was made to sit and made comforted, etc. And still time was there because he knows that person knows this person who Newton is very difficult to get hold of, and once appointment given, he didn't want to miss the chance. He came half an hour early and sat only. 11 o'clock was the appointment. So he was waiting 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock. He thought busy will come. 12:30, 1 o'clock. Newton has not come. 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30. Now he wants to meet, but may chuhe daud rahe. The person he is so hungry. If he gets up and goes to hotel and eat, and by the time he comes, then afterwards he will not be able to meet him. By that time, 2:30, Newton's servant brought the meal for Newton, not to this guy. And he kept there in the room, closed it and went. Of course, the one who was to meet was a very not ordinary person, well known to him, etc. also. So what to do? 2:30, 3 o'clock. He is so hungry. Food is there, but for whom it is? Newton. After all, he knew him well, etc. What he did, baad mein dekhenge, he ate the food. Who? This guest ate the food. Whose food it was? Newton's. And 3:30, Mahashay aaya nahi hai. 4 o'clock, what happened? 3:30, the servant again came. So he must have finished, etc. Then the person said, please get another plate. For who? Newton. 4 o'clock, Newton came. And when he saw the gentleman, oh, sorry, I totally forgot. But just 15 minutes. I am so hungry, I will eat and let us sit now. And you know what he did? The plate was covered. He opened the covering and saw what? Empty plate. Oh, I had eaten the food and I forgot it. With all apologies, the guest had to tell him what happened. What happened? That he has eaten the food and he has already told the servant to bring the food. Come on. Up to 4 o'clock, do you mean to say Newton was not hungry? Only he came out, he felt hunger. He was all the time he was hungry. But his mind was so occupied in the research that there was no occasion for the hunger, akara, antakana vritti to surface in the mind. And when he came out, that research thought went and the reality is surfaced that he has got the hunger. And because he was an absent-minded person, then what happened? When he saw the empty plate, he thought that he has already eaten. Many times it happens. Suppose you are very busy in writing or in office or something, or reading, etc. And you are sitting in a posture not desirable. Somewhere something is going wrong, etc. But your mind is so occupied in writing or this thing, let us say 3 hours you are continuously doing the job. After 3 hours, when you finish it, suddenly you find the hand is paining or something is paining. Why? That pain was all along, but at that time what? Your mind was preoccupied by something else. So therefore, Shuddhadi Sakshi, whether anything, whether hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, even what, jara, etc., all have to be presented in terms of antakana vritti. These thoughts, antakana vritti, are inert in nature. They need to be illumined by a knowledge principle, and that knowledge principle is free from illumined Shuddhadi vritti. Therefore, Shuddhadi Sakshi Ashanayadin Atteti. It transcends. It is free from hunger, thirst, etc. Atteti. Therefore, Tasya Asya means Tasya Atmana. Tasya means the one who is free from Ashanayadi, etc. Asya, of this Atma, that principle which is free from hunger and thirst, called Atma. It's that Atmanaha. Asya means Atmanaha. Brahmatvam, the status of being Brahma. Kena varyate, who can refute it? Who can deny it? Means no one can deny the status of that Atma as Brahma. It is what Brahma is. So therefore, though lay people don't know Atma as free from hunger and thirst. On the contrary, though they do mistake Atma as endowed with hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, etc., that is, the Vidwan, Jnanis have directly discovered Atma is free from that, and that itself is Brahma. To this again, Kahola is asking further doubt. So his contention is, Yajnavalkya, according to you, what is the thing now? Jnana, according to Jnani, based on their experience, Atma is free from hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, shut pipasa, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu. And according to Ajnani, is it based on the experience or not? I am endowed with hunger, thirst, etc. Ajnani is it not? That also is based on Anubhava, is it not? That means, according to you, one and the same Atma is both free from hunger, thirst, etc., and also endowed with hunger, thirst, etc. How is it ever possible? Is it possible? One and the same sun, Surya, is what? Luminous and dark. Is it possible? No. How do you say so? See, you say Jnanis experience him to be free from hunger, thirst, etc. Ajnani's experience to be free, to be endowed with hunger, thirst. So one Atma, are there two Atma? Jnani is Atma separate and Ajnani is Atma separate? No. Atma is one and the same. How do you say that one and the same Atma is, so appears to be both ways? Is it something wrong? Can such thing be possible? One and the same rope, ignorant person takes as what? Snake, etc. The one who knows what it is, knows it as what? Rope. But thing is what? Only one. Can you say, how can one and the same rope be a rope and also snake? Problem of it is avichara, lack of inquiry. Because of avichara, it appears to be erroneous. If you take to vichara, truth gets revealed. So therefore, you can't contend. Let us see now first what is the contention of Kahola. Nanveka atma mudham vidusham cheti te matam. Uktormi shatkati tattvam tadvatvam chasya tatkatham. Nanu mudhanam vidusham cha ekaha atma iti te matam tat uktormi shatkati tattvam tadvatvam cha asya katham ad bhavet. Nanu mudhanam vidusham chaiti. Nanu for doubt. Mudhanam, in the case of mudha means aviveki, those who lack discrimination of what the nature of Atma is, Swarupa of Atma is. Vidusham cha, in the case of Jnani, in the case of ignorant person, aviveki is mudhaha, in the case of Vidwan, the Jnani iti. Ekaha Atma iti te matam. See, according to you, in the case of avivekis, ajnanis and the jnanis, Atma is what? One and the same. You can't say Atma in the case of jnani is different and ajnani is different. You can't say. Te matam. Te means Yajnavalkya say, yours. In the case of Yajnavalkya, according to you, the Atma of ajnani and jnani is one and the same. Then tat here stands for then. In that case, then uktormi shatkatitam tadvatvam. asya cha asya katham. Asya, for this one and the same Atma, these two statuses, how are they possible? First one is what? Uktormi shatkati tattvam. Ukta, already told. Urmi shatka. The six things which serve as urmi. Urmi means taranga, waves. Just as in the ocean, waves in. Where is the question? Lifetime. One day, 24 hours, how many times you have to eat and drink? So that why? Repeatedly hunger and thirst come. That's like the waves. Urmi. Shoka moha repeatedly come. Jara mrityu. You can't say once in a lifetime old age comes. How many lives they have taken? Once in a lifetime, of course, that is true. A given person dies only once in a lifetime. That is true. That is true. In a given life. But how many lives have been taken? So therefore, incessantly they come, go like this. That urmi shataka. That means these six things like which serve as the, which function like the incessant waves, hunger, thirst, etc. Atitatvam, being free from them, is one aspect. Again, tadvatvam, tad stands for urmi shatka. So tadvatvam means urmi shatkavatvam. Vatvam stands for being endowed with. Being endowed with urmi shatka, having the. So what are those? Hunger, thirst, etc. He says, asya, or the one and the same Atma, kathams bhavid. How is it possible? One and the same Atma being free from hunger and thirst and also being endowed with both these. How is it possible? You can't say at one time he is free from that, other time endowed with that means, other time endowed means the Atma has got the hunger, thirst, etc. So it is a contradictory statement. How do you say so? So this is the doubt asked by Kahola. Yajnavalkya replies, yes, it is possible. In reality, Atma is free from Kshut, Pipasa, etc. But due to ignorance, lack of inquiry, appears as though endowed with hunger and thirst. With illustration, he is justifying. Avichara vicharabhyam yatha sarpatva rajyuti. Tathatmanyapi samsara bhava bhavat bhava vitikshatam. That samsara bhava etc. take sandhi breaking. Samsara bhava bhava bhavau. Samsara bhava bhavau iti ikshata. Samsara bhava bhavau. Then iti, thereafter ikshata. Anvaya. Yatha avichara vicharabhyam. Then add either rajvam or ekasmin rajjau. Ekasmin rajjau or rajvam. Sarpatva rajyuti, add staha. Sarpatva rajyuti. Sarpatva rajyuti. Sarpatva and rajyuta, nominative dual, rajyuta rajyuti, it has become. Sarpatva rajyuta. Rajyuta, then dual is rajyuti, mala, mali, like that. Sarpatva rajyuti staha. Yatha avichara vicharabhyam ekasmin rajjau sarpatva rajyuti staha tatha atmani api samsara bhava bhavau iti ikshata. Just as you see, rope is one and someone is seeing a snake. Other person sees only rope. Or same person who had seen earlier snake, afterwards is seeing a rope. What is the distinction? Earlier it was avichara, the person has not properly investigated. Means with proper light he had not investigated whether a rope or a snake, avichara. Vicharabhyam, when he investigates properly, so hitherto whatever that appeared as snake is found to be nothing but rope only. So therefore, due to lack of investigation or improper inquiry, and with inquiry, with investigation, just as ekasmin rajau, in the given one and the same rope, sarpatra rajyute stha, the status of being snake or the rajyu rope are there. Tatha, in the same manner, atmani api, in atma also, if avichara, inquiry is not conducted as to find out as to what the swarupa of atma is, what you find is what? Samsara. And if you take to inquiry, then what happens? You find that atma is free from hunger, thirst, etc., free from all samsara, guna dharma in the case of knowledge. In the state of knowledge, one finds it to be free from that. In the state of ignorance, where inquiry is not conducted, Atma appears as though having hunger, thirst, etc. That means, if we take ourselves to be samsari, what does it mean? Inquiry is not conducted, knowledge is not gained. So that's all. For everyone. But if you inquire and directly discover, you find it is free from that. Again, these urmi shatka, hunger, thirst, shoka, moha, jara, mrityu, cannot belong to Atma. Why? They are the product of something else. This is now being established now. Hunger, thirst, etc. are the features of something other than Atma. They can never belong to Atma. This is now proved one by one. First is pointed out that they are the product, these features of something else and not Atma. Then how is it so? One by one is established. Kshut pipase prana dharmau shoka mohau tu manasau. Jara mrityu deha dharma vatma dharmau na kaschana. Kshut pipase prana dharmau shoka mohau tu manasau. Jara mrityu deha dharmau atma dharmau na kaschana. Atma dharmau na kaschana. Kshut pipasa, hunger and thirst. Do you know whom they belong to? Prana dharmau. They are the features, characteristic feature of prana. So, hunger and thirst are the characteristic features of prana. How will be proved afterwards? Shoka mohau tu manasa. Sorrow, delusion, they belong to mind. So they are level of the mind, mental level. Jara, mrityu, old age, death. Who? Deha dharma. They are the features of what? The body. But certainly, Atma dharma na kaschana. None of these can ever happen to be the swarupa, nature of what? Atma. It is not possible. Though they are not the features or characteristic features of Atma, due to ignorance, they are superimposed or falsely attributed to Atma, just as space, Akasha, is considered as blue. You look up, blue sky, from where the blue color has come. There is no blue color at all. What is there is only space. But the blueness is attributed falsely. Like that, though these don't belong to Atma, they are mistaken to be so. So one by one, how these are the product of prana, etc. And finally, they cannot belong to Atma issue. The first. So that is all these features of prana, etc. are falsely attributed to Atma, is explained from 146 to 148 in these three stanzas, just as the blueness is attributed to space. Prana sanchara bahulyad gamanadishrame sati. Kshut vipasa janistena prana dharmattvametayoh. Kshut vipasa janistena prana dharmattvametayoh. First, kshut pipasa, hunger and thirst, as the gunadharma of prana is proved here. Prana sanchara bahulyat gamanadishrame sati. Kshut pipasa janihi, add bhavati. Kshut pipasa janihi bhavati. Tena etayoho pranadharmatvam. Tena etayoho pranadharmatvam. So how do you feel hungry? Just one demonstration is given. Let us say you had a nice breakfast, okay, and then you went Sunday, so you went for hiking, and you started climbing up the mountain, went up, sun was there, sweating and this thing, and at times you started running also, okay. What happens afterwards? Hunger, thirst is there or not? Yes. Say prana sanchara bahulya. Because of, that is profuse, bahulya, profuse, not excessive, profuse what? Utilization of prana. When the vital energies are profusely used, so what happens? And as a result of that, gamanadishrami, so you have got exhaustion or exertion on account of walking, climbing, etc., doing something manually. So sati, when this takes place, that is fatigue of walking, etc. Gamanadishrami means fatigue of walking, etc. Why? Because of profuse using of prana. Prana sanchara bahulya. So why sanchara is said? Finally it comes where? In terms of breathing. Too much of breathing, etc. So that shows that you have utilized pranas profusely. So gamasati, what happens? Kshut pipasa janihi bhavati. So you have got the jani means birth. Birth of hunger and thirst means hunger, thirst are produced, they are born. So suppose you had a breakfast and you are just sitting at home only. What will happen? Of course, you will get hunger, but it will take a long time, not so quickly as such. Especially thirst, you can say. Hunger will take time, but as thirst you can see. So, kshut pipasa jani. Therefore, that means the utilization of prana has got connection to the production of hunger, thirst. So, tena, thereby, etayoho, kshut, that is, of these two means kshut pipasa yoho, for hunger and thirst, prana dharmatvam. They are the vikaras, they are the products of prana, they have got the features of prana, means they are born of prana only. So therefore they can't belong to Atma. Now Shoka Moha also are born of mind, let us see. Ishtasya vastu no siddhau chetaso yanavastitihi. Ishtasya vastu no siddhau chetaso yanavastitihi. Sashoko manaso dharmo mohascha vishaya brahmaha. Sashoko manaso dharmo mohascha vishaya brahmaha. Yanavasthiti is there, no? Between ya and na, put one avagraha. No, S type. Ya anavastitihi. Avagraha you put. Then Manaso is there in your book, correct for Manaso. not manaso. It should be manaso. Manasaha, not manasaha it is. Manaso. First line, Anvaya as it is. Ishtasya vastunaha asiddha chetasaha ya anavastitihi saha shokaha manasaha dharmaha. Manasaha dharmaha. Mohascha vishaya brahmaha. Mohascha vishaya brahmaha. First line, what is shoka and moha, from which it is clear that they belong to mind only. What is shoka, sorrow? Ishtasya vastunaha asiddhau. That anguish. What happened? Ishtasya vastunaha asiddhau. Desired object is not gained. Imagine. They are frantically trying to get something. Not only you didn't get, there is no possibility of ever getting it. Okay? At least if you have not got, perhaps hope you'll be, perhaps I'll get tomorrow or sometime else. No possibility of whatsoever of getting it. So, ishtasya vastunaha asiddhau, because of not getting a desired object. Chetasaha, of the mind. Ya anavasthitihi. Anavasthiti means unsteadiness. That is agitation or restlessness. Anavasthiti means unsteadiness, means agitation or restlessness. Whatever the restlessness or agitation of the mind because of not getting or not accomplishing a desired object, saha shokaha. That is what is called as what? Shoka, sorrow, anguish, etc. And whom does it belong? Manasaha dharmaha. It is the feature of the mind. It belongs to mind only. So again, what is brahmaha? What is moha? Moha cha vishayad brahmaha. Brahma, erroneous notion, wrongly taking a given thing, that is what? Brahma. Deluge, what you call? Delusion. So Vishaya Brahma, a Brahma, an erroneous notion, a delusion about a given thing, that is what moha. This also is what? Manasaha dharma. That also is a feature of mind. So therefore, shoka moha are the characteristic feature of the mind. What about jara deha? Jara marana, let us see. Jara dehasya shaithilyam mrityu prana viyuktata. Jara dehasya shaithilyam mrityu prana viyuktata. Te sarve atmani bhrantya kalpita vyomni nailyavat. Te sarve atmani bhrantya kalpita vyomni nailyavat. Jara dehasya shaithilyam mrityuhu prana viyuktata te sarve hi atmani vyomni nailyavat bhrantya kalpitaha. Vyomni nailyavat bhrantya kalpitaha. Jara dehasya shaithilyam. Old age. You know what is old age? Come on. What is old age? Old age is old age. What is old age? Dehasya shaithilyam. Shaithilya is shithilata, means slackness. Slackness, which slackness? Not when you feel sleepy. When you sleep, aisa ho jayega. Not that one here. So the body being worn out. Dilla ho gaya, what? Dilla. No, wearing out of the body. That is what is that? Slackness, that is what wearing out of the body. So they say no something. It is like the old ambassador car, every part of which makes a noise except the horn. So rattling, it's rattling. A good sturdy car is not supposed to make sound, is it not? This rattles. And the horn was supposed to make the sound, that is not making the sound. That's what it is. So like that, all because all indriya, that is sense organs, they have already done their job. so they are not made of steel to be all the time same as such. So they are worn out as such. So that's slackness. So jara dehasya shaithilyam. So it belongs to whom? Body. And what is mrityu? Mrityuhu praviyuktata. Mrityu, what is the death? Prana getting separated from the gross body. Saying goodbye once forever to this body. Enough, I stayed you. Thank you for your hospitality. I am now vacating the tenement. So that's what it is. So prana leaving the specific gross body is what? Mrityu. So what you want? Either you want to take as belonging to prana or you have to take as belonging to body only. Body not being endowed with the prana, that is what getting separated from the prana, that is what is the death, prana yukta. Now see, already showed hunger, thirst belongs to prana, shoka moha to mind, jara mrityu to body. So therefore what? None of these belong to Atma. And then how do it appears as though belonging to Atma? This is the mistake. Te sarve, all these. Shutpipase, Shokamoha, Jara Mrityu, all these. He is well known, what you find in the world. What is it? Atmani, in the case of Atma, Bhrantya Kalpitaha. They are imagined so, falsely attributed. They are superimposed in Atma. How? Bhrantya, because of erroneous notion. Like what? Yomni Nailavat. In the sky, that attributing the blue color to the sky. Naila means status of being blue. That means attributing the blue color to the sky like that. So these are, that is erroneously attributed to Atma. So that's why Atma is who? Yaha ashanaya pipase shokamohau jaramrutum. Shokam moham jaramrutyum atteti. Shokam moham jaramrutyum atteti. That in that Shruti, this was Yajnavalkya's answer, atteti word is there. Atteti literally means crosses over, or cross, that is, crosses over, or terminates. So, destroys. So, what is that atteti? So, atyaya. So, atyeti means the word crosses over. What is that crossing over or atyaya? Termination, destruction. So, or crossing over. What is it exactly? So, that is now being explained because two types of atyaya are possible. Crossing over or being free from hunger, thirst, etc. are possible in two ways. Which of the two you mean here? Atma crosses over or Atma is free from hunger, thirst, etc. So in what way? Because two types of freedom is possible, of hunger, thirst, etc. So therefore, first, for example, let us say, you have hunger, thirst. In sleep you have what? Hunger, thirst? No. Freedom from hunger, thirst is there or not? Yes. But what type of freedom it is? Temporary. The moment you wake up, what will happen? You will have that. Likewise, in pralaya also, hunger, thirst are not there. Do you know why in pralaya? You have no body. You have no body. So, freedom from hunger, thirst is there. Is it that is meant here? No. Because after sarga, what will happen? Again the body will come and thereby hunger, thirst will start. So that is not the atyaya. That is not the termination or freedom that is spoken here. Because the context is of moksha prakarana. So therefore what is pointed here is total freedom from hunger, thirst means samsara, because its cause itself is destroyed. It is total freedom. So therefore to point out, this freedom from hunger, thirst, etc. is not as in the case of pralaya. Pralaya can be daily pralaya also. Daily pralaya is what? Sleep. Or that is what? But this is atyantika, that is what? Atyaya. So therefore, that is to be explained. For that the context is now being given. Yasvakarana samsarga kshudhade pradaye mataha. Anatantika rupatvat sotyayotra na grihate. Pralaye kshudhadehe yaha swakarana samsargaha mataha. Swakarana samsargaha mataha saha atyayaha anatyantika rupatvat atra na grihyate. Atra na grihyate. Pralaye, in dissolution. In the dissolution. So here sleep is not taken, that we know. But here the total this at the end of the kalpa, etc. in dissolution. Kshudhadehe. What happens to hunger, thirst, etc.? There it says they are not there. How? Yaha swakarana samsargaha. Swakarane samsargaha. In their cause. Whose cause? Cause of hunger, thirst, etc. What is the cause? There, of course, immediate causes will be there, but immediate cause merges in its subsequent cause. Final cause is Maya, Prakriti or Maya. So, Swakarani means Mayayam, Prakritav, in Prakriti or Maya. Samsargaha, Samsarga can be taken as merging or coexistence or merging here. That is, in the Pralaya, whatever the merge, that is, hunger and thirst are what? Supposed to or said to be merging in what? Their Karana, Maya or Prakriti. This is what Mataha means considered. According to Shastra, we can find out that in Pralaya, hunger, thirst, etc. merge where? In their cause. That also is what? Atyaya. Freedom is there. That is not meant here. Why? He says, Saha Atyayaha. That Atyaya means termination or destruction. Being what? Anatyantika rupatva. Being not atyantika, being not total. It is temporary. Why? Again the Srishti comes into, the creation comes into existence. Body starts, hunger, thirst, etc. do start. So therefore, anatyantika rupatva, na atyantika rupatva, being not, that is what? Total. So that type of, that is temporary atyaya, atra, here in this Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka, na grihiyate, is not considered, is not accepted. Why? Brihadaranyaka means, what is the context here? Moksha nirupana prakarana. The topic is of what? Moksha. So in moksha, temporary cessation or freedom, temporary freedom from hunger, thirst, samsara is not accounted. Total freedom is desired. So therefore, that is not considered here. That is not what is said here. Then what happens? It should be what? Total freedom. So that total freedom, that is what is meant here. Means atyantika atyayaha. Atyantika atyayaha, that is what is considered, that is to be taken into account. So that is what is meant, means the very cause of hunger, thirst, etc. are removed. How is it so? That is the Swarupa of Atma, will be seen. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasyashali Deshoyam Shobhayita Brahmana Santu Devaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि